Hello YouTube and welcome back to the nation of free to play, literally. I'm Mr. Mondstadt and today is the day where the new patch for version Lunar 6 dropped, and that means first of all we have more Mondstadt, yay! I've been waiting for this for years now and I can't wait to explore this area fully, but also that means Linnea is out and today I'm gonna pull for her, build her, hopefully in one day. Let's see what materials she needs and how fast I can get them. And then test her out both in Abyss and against the DPS Dummy with various teams, but most importantly with my Zibai team, as you can see here, which is also the team that is there for the wishing ritual. And after this video, you hopefully know how valuable Linnea will be for your FTP account or not, depending. We'll see, we'll get to that. Let's get into our summoning ritual. And we're not gonna pull in Mondstadt here, but since she is from the Adventurous Guild, let's go to the Adventurous Guild to Catherine here in Nod-Krai, where she is from. I don't think I have a lot. Yeah, we have 3 pity, and we're on a 50-50 as I pulled for Zibai last. And well, the good news is the 4 stars are all useful for my account. I still only have C4 Noel, C3 Aino, and C0 Illua. So every copy of Illua is a win. Still, I hope that we also win our 50-50. But C2 is the goal for Illua. More would be amazing. C6 would be huge. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's start our pulling session. We have 55,000 primos prepared plus a 10 pull, plus we also have 844 in Star Glitter, so we'll have enough to get C0R0, which is the plan. But with all the yapping out of the way, let's get into the wishing. Here we go. Yo, that's my 3rd Favoni sword, which is great. I only have 2. 3rd one, so that's a win. 2nd 10 pull. Okay, let's see for Aino. 3rd 10 pull. 33 pity. Yes! Okay, first Illua is here, that's C1. Not the best 4-star luck so far. Okay, this is 53 pity. Nope. Okay, 4-star luck is pretty bad so far. 63 pity, entering soft pity. Noel, this is C5. Okay, this is 73 pity, so this might be gold. Not yet. Okay, okay. Sac fragments. We got every sacrificial weapon here. I need the characters, please. This is 83. This should be gold. Hopefully there is an Illua in here as well. And Linnea. It is gold. 74. 75, that's C6 Noel. 76. 77. Yes! 78! Yo! We won the 50-50. We're not lucky on the 4 stars, but hey, we won at 78. I'll take that any day of the week. Good pull, so we can stop here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Alright. Alright. There she is. Linnea. She looks cute. I really like her design. She looks a bit like an HSR character, I feel like, but well, I'm glad to have her on my account, and now it's time to build her. Let's go. Let's get the cons out of the way real quick. C1 Illua, unfortunately only C1. C2 would have been huge. This should be C6, finally. So at C6 she's actually a usable Geo carry, so I might level her further. She's right now just level 70 for Theater. I know we have C4 and C5. Alright, I won, so I can't complain, even though one more Illua would have been nice, or one more Aino. C5 Aino and C1 Illua is kinda edging me, but I'm not pulling. Now it's time to level her up. What do you mean there are only 29? Where are the others? Why would they lock the new area behind a wall quest? Oh boy, surely it's not gonna take long, right?
A few moments later.
Alright, I got all from my world. That's like 90-ish. That has to do for now. The rest I'm gonna get in 48 hours. However, I still need this new boss, so I'm gonna fight that next. But before that, I do have a weapon prepared, and Linnea is one of the most FTP friendly characters when it comes to weapons. As a pure defense scaler, she does not care about base attack at all, which means slingshot is actually pretty good for her. And I have one leveled, which is on Goru, and she gets this one. And then artifacts I also have prepared for her. They are also on Goru, I believe. Morning Star set. We have this flower, which is a pretty perfect piece, I would say. This feather, also 40 CV. Crafted the sands. And then goblet, we have to do an off piece. Circlet. We have this one, and then for the off piece, this one we have 231 CV this way, and she ascends with crit rate, I believe, so she should get more crit rate once I farm the boss, which is what I'm going to do right now. So this will probably just be a quick little montage for you guys in the video. For me, it's going to be a couple of hundred resin and transients and fragiles and whatnot. So, see you soon. Alright, quick little resin run later, and we have all the boss drops we need. 46, so it's time to level her up. $80. Alright. Let's move on to the talents. The skill is the most important one for the damage, so let's level that first. You can also level her burst for healing. It is definitely useful. Alright, one more quality of life thing I have to test out on Linnea is her ore mining ability. So I changed my team for the ore route, which is usually just speed and claymores. But now, let's see how this goes. Yo, Linnea is so worth it. Does this work? Yo, come along, little one. Okay, no more nets. This is great. I've never really bothered like getting animals from my teapot because I didn't want to buy those nets, but with Linnea? Guess we're opening a zoo. Nice.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, quick little update. It's day 3 of Lunar 6 by now, so I had to wait for the flowers to respawn, but finally I did it. We have enough of these mats, moths, whatever, to ascend Linnea and get her to 90. Ascend? Yes, please. Level 90 as well. Done. Final stats: 2288 defense, 85.8 over 221. Think pretty good. 219 EM in this team. Not that much ER, but I don't plan to burst that much. And now let's also crown her skill. And then level 10. Lumi is crowned. This is the final build on Linnea. And now, after building her over a course of 3 days and many world quests in between, let's test her out. So we'll see how strong she actually is and how big of an upgrade she is to my Zibai team. Let's go! First we have to see what we're comparing this to. This is my, well, F2P Zibai team, so to speak, with Columbina, C1 Illua and C6 Xingqiu. I'm gonna run this as a baseline and then see the DPS numbers on this, and then we're gonna swap out Xingqiu for Linnea and see what happens. My Goro is not C6 and therefore not built, otherwise he would be best. Five-star option with Zibai, Columbina, Xylonen and Inefa. See the DPS on this version. Alright, way better, 133k DPS. If you have that team composition available and you don't need enough for a different team, then this one is actually pretty good, and I'm not sure how big of an upgrade Linnea is, if at all, but we'll test it next. Alright, and we did get 141,000 team DPS. Zibai does more of the damage here than the other team because Inefa does more damage than Linnea apparently. Linnea buffs Zibai's damage more through the Rash Red, and that is overall I think my strongest team on my entire account right now. And all of these characters are Z0 R0, with Zibai being on Harbinger of Dawn, 3-star weapon, Columbina on Prototype Amber, craftable weapon, Illua on Favonius Lance, and Linnea on the 3-star weapon Slingshot. So there's that, but before I end my DPS testing, I also want to test out different DPS, well, my unbuilt Noel, just to show how good Linnea and Columbina are on their own. Alright, couple rotations, 75,000 team DPS on an unbuilt Noel is actually not bad. Bear in mind this is level 70 Noel. Talents are like level 5, 6, 9 something, so not very high. So you can tell that this wheelchair team is actually pretty dang good. But you can also tell that, well, Noel is actually not doing anything here. 24% of the team damage, so Linnea is doing most of it, followed by Columbina. So we can try one more team, which is a full wheelchair team, and see how much that is. Let's try out this one. Just 4 supports, Columbina, Xylonen, Linnea and Inefa, and see how strong this will be. Just to get an idea of the strong Nod-Krai core. Alright, I just did random stuff on this. I don't really know what the rotation would look like, and we still got over 113k, which shows you just how good the Nod-Krai supports are and how little Xylonen did here. So if you decide to go for Linnea and you don't have Zibai, you have still good opportunities to use her, and she's still a very strong character. As long as you have some other Nod-Krai 5-stars, like especially Columbina is important. But you can just slap a bunch of Nod-Krai supports on a team and they will basically make any DPS work to some extent. as the very last team, let's also have a look at the Zibai team if you don't have Columbina. Alright, close to 100k team DPS, 96, almost 97k. Not too bad. And of course, all damage is coming this time from Zibai and then Linnea. Columbina is a big upgrade, but this is still a strong team with only C5 Aino and C1 Illua. If you manage to get them both at higher cons, this should be way over 100k team DPS, but I can't test it on my account, unfortunately. But now you know what to expect on an F2P investment level. Alright, and with that, I'm basically done with this video for today. My final thoughts on Linnea. I think she is super strong support, as all the 5-star supports from Nod-Krai are super strong. Inefa is top tier, Lauma is in my opinion top tier, Columbina is top tier, and I think Linnea is also pretty much top tier, on my first impressions at least. She makes any Geo carry viable again. So for sure, you can play C6 Noel, you can probably play Ningguang, Ito, Navia, I just don't have those characters. She also works with only Columbina and without any other Geo carries. I think if you want to pull for her and you like her design and character like I do, I don't think you can really go wrong. You do not need Zibai for her to be valuable for your account, but of course, if you have Zibai, she will lift her up even further and can make her the best DPS in the entire game, at least as of right now. Let's see how fast the power creep keeps going, because well, recently it's been kinda crazy, but those are my thoughts on Linnea. I can't wait to play her more and use her hopefully also in the upcoming Stygian Onslaught and Spiral Abyss. Both videos should be coming out next week, so stay tuned for that. And if you have any questions about Linnea, whether you should pull her, how to build her, anything like that, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm always happy to help. Also, if you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, as it really helps me out in creating more content like this, and it's literally free, so thanks in advance. And with that, I am done for the day. Thanks again for watching, good luck on your polls, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!